Hello, strangelings. Welcome back to the parlor. Of course, we're here to do another reading. I've actually set up and tried to do a couple times. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my audio while I'm recording, but it's not lending to an easy answer today. So, I'll wait. Again, welcome back to my parlor, strangelings. So, we're going to do this reading. Let me go ahead and do the usual. We're going to do the loud part first, as always. Very loud part. Okay. I had to look at my glasses to get a glimpse as to where the scoop is, guys. Right, that sounds like our prerequisite 3. Hey! Okay. First, we have an O in pink. These particular charms are all letters, so that is an O. We also have an 8 here. And we have this heart cross that's a cross as in the crucifixion device and or Christian symbology, depending on who this actually is for. And it's got a heart in the center. And so that could be about someone who is religious. It could be about someone whose faith is in the heart. It could be somebody whose religion is love. Something along those lines. With an O and an 8. That O is in a very pale pink. Make sure you guys see exactly how pale that pink is, guys. It is my skin tone pale, which means it is very pale. I am pretty close to ivory in my hands, so yeah. I know, that's the makeup test's best on my hands is ivory. Though parts of my face have rosacea, so I've got all kinds of colors going on. Okay. So, since the last time we've talked, guys, it has snowed pretty good. I don't remember if it snowed by the time we were talking. I don't... Actually, hold on, guys. Let me actually make sure I'm getting this right, because I don't remember the exact day it snowed this last week, but I've talked to people about it, so I can easily check. It was on the 6th, so 5 days ago. Yes, it has snowed between the last time you guys saw me on video and today. And yesterday it was, I would say, easily approaching midsummer warm. So the weather yo-yo continues. And it is nice today. I was going to check, of course, the temperature before I do it, but I think I might actually go up into the mountain today. Just because I can. Maybe have a little lunch somewhere on a trail. Okay. So, let us get the baseline for the information today. Star. Lovers. 5 of Cups. So, we start with the Star. Somehow, lovers played into this situation and then put you into the 5 of Cups. Now you notice the 5 of Cups. This is someone with their head down, which can be interpreted as weary, frustrated, upset, a few things. But you'll notice that the situation in their view is 3 of their 5 cups tipped over. So of course, it tends to be this is a situation of upset. It's a situation where things haven't exactly been going quite the right way. Speaking of things not going quite the right way, I should have brought some honey in, but oh well. This would have been great with honey. I tend to finish my tea up while I'm doing my edit. Trying not to be too loud over here, guys. Sorry. It's right next to the mic. I tend to finish my teapot during my edit, which means, of course, my second cup is much stronger. And I might go ahead and put it in there. Do some honey while I edit. I did remember to take the minerals I need to take. A couple of vitamins, too. Oh, my lord. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I set an alarm for yesterday, and I had forgot to turn it back off. Anyhow, back to the reading. So, you started out pretty much an important figure in your world. You were seen as a star in your world. You were seen as someone who you were good at what you do. People praised you even when you weren't even around. Apparently I'm going to be doing a lot of double speaking today, saying words and or phrases double time. Sorry, guys. Anyway, you were the center of a certain type of gravity in your community, essentially. And it eventually garnered a lover or lovers. In this case, for some reason, the S in the word lovers sticks out to me. So you might have garnered lovers. You might have entertained a few people during this process. But entertaining those people left you wanting, left you feeling incomplete, feeling like you were being depleted with no sense of attempt to reciprocate. And you were starting to feel like you were being more depleted than what you had. You were more than half of what you had was being depleted by others, being spilled out for the sake of, for all intents and purposes, nonsense. So that's where you're at now, is you are feeling frustrated because those you had thought were going to be trustworthy, to bring some value into your life that you couldn't bring in for yourself. Because that's really what lovers are. Lovers are people who come into our lives and bring us something we can't bring ourselves at the moment. Lovers are people who, they're not always necessarily romantic lovers. Lovers can actually indicate friends who will bolster you for the rest of your damn life as long as you keep them there. You know, I'm kind of a bit of a lover, period. Because when I have a friend, I care about that friend so deeply that, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing I can feel but love for them. So, and that does tend to lead to that. So perhaps that is what it was. Perhaps you had a lot of people being lovey-dovey, romantically and non-romantically, but not necessarily because they wanted to give back, but just because they wanted to receive. I understand that completely. I don't think I've ever really been the star of my community, but I understand the rest of it. So, all right. Interesting. Interesting. So you're someone who has a particular happy ever after in mind. Not necessarily romantic, but possibly. Not necessarily family oriented, but possibly. Get this out of the way, guys. Hold on. But whatever this happily ever after is, it's something that's coming for you. It's something that is just about. Was a beautiful experience for you. And if you understand that sentence, extra points, guys. Extra points. So in this part, this ideal future that you have in mind, because you are getting there, you are striving, and reaching for it. You are also learning to release the battles in your life. You are learning to turn those battles into things that are going to be beneficial in a more material sense as in your life, to a point where you're going to be a type of person who is going to be able to give back to their community, to the world, to the universe, however you see it, you know. show you guys very directly. Hold on. Around the mic here. You know what? I am working on getting a better mic now that I have a second monitor set. So, as you can see, that's how it's set up, right? Okay. So, your ideal future is on its way. You are striving for it. You are reaching for it. It is reaching for you. In and because of this ideal future, your battles, you will start to let go of, release. You will start to realize where things are and why things feel the way they feel, or you know, it kind of depends on you and what these battles are. If these are internal battles, you'll start to realize, I realized I got a smudge of dirt on my arm, sorry. You'll start to realize why these battles weren't as important as you saw them at the time, and start to release them. Or perhaps this is people you're having issues with, that you are starting to realize that those issues maybe aren't so big, and you're releasing those issues. Whatever these battles are, you are also learning to pick up the debris from these battles, mental, physical, whatever, and turn them into something that is useful, into making you a Knight of Pentacles, which you're not as naive as a page. You have some idea of what you are doing and what you want to do here. However, at the same time, you don't have the clout, the wherewithal to really present yourself as something higher than a knight, which is, let's be quite honest, it is essentially junior royalty, right? Now, a knight is not the son of a king and queen, of course. But when we're talking about cards, especially like the Rider White deck, we are essentially talking about the lord of the land. And in hierarchy, it is the step below the absolute royalty, which is king, queen, prince, and princess. Now, of course, lord throughout the years has been changed to mean several different things, not just, I believe a lord was specifically a marquess. Yes, I said that a little weird, I know. Anyhow, this Knight of Pentacles state you are going to be in is going to have you learning the lessons and gaining the resources in that financial abundance that you are gaining as the Knight of Pentacles, to be able to give back. And if this is your reading, this is something you're wanting. This is something that for you is important. So, yeah, this is... I'm going to get the confirmation cards out. I don't know that I need to do anything else, but the confirmation cards might actually give me some more questions than answers, because it's a weird sensation I'm having. It's like this is a full reading. This is beginning to end exactly what it should be. But there's something behind this that doesn't feel quite... It feels like there's more of a density to this reading than what I'm seeing leads on, essentially. If that makes any sense, guys. I know I have quite the interesting way of describing things sometimes, don't I? First, I'm a neurodivergent in the first place. I'm so dyslexic it's not even funny. But on top of that, um, I come from a family that has a weird way of speaking. From a people with Bohemian gypsies who are gypsy scientists, so they don't speak down as much as most. You know. And then I came from a household that encouraged my using the big words I heard in everyday language with adult and adult media. You know? So, very funny way of speaking, I know. Toss. Okay. Speaking to the battles. Are we? So this one, these battles. And yeah, I know I'm doing this a different way than I normally do. It's fine. Number 28. The anchor denotes successful venture in business and love. I need to pull more cards to see anything further from here, though. So. No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not good. It'll be fine. There's a lot. I'm gonna take that one, but not these because, well, take this. That was touching the card too. Okay. Okay. So the other card that landed on that was this one. This card is number 23, the ring. Wind to the right of the person. It's like this. Or is that this? Okay. That would be pointing, if you were sitting where this little setup I have here is, and it landed like this, that would be pointing, going towards your right hand. Right? So, wind to the right of the person is an unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage. So, indeed, this includes a marriage. And this marriage is part of what serves to help you get to this point. Okay. The star, though. Turned to the dark clouds. I don't see dark clouds. Well... Okay. Oh. Okay, so this here. I didn't... Sorry, guys. One moment. Let me make sure that doesn't happen again, guys. Hold on. Someone forgot about what day it is. One moment, guys. One moment. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so, as I said, I did not see the dark clouds. This was over top like this, right? I didn't see the dark clouds, but then I looked here. And then I looked here, which was right here, right? Okay, so number 31, the road turned to the dark clouds foretells misfortune. But far from the person, unfortunately, it wasn't far from you. So this is the misfortune right here. This is the misfortune, the lovers that were cycling through you. I have no better way to say that, I'm sorry. The lovers that were cycling through you were the misfortune. This was just a symptom of said misfortune. That's what I am seeing. But yeah, so it looks like you've got this life coming in here. And this life is going to help you transition all of that into, let me quote Shakespeare on this one. This life that you are getting is going to help you transform all of that into, all of those woes into sighs of love and hey nani nani. There's nothing else I can say about it. Shakespeare said it best. This is what I'm seeing here. Love and hey nani nani. That's what I'm seeing from this. So yes, it's been a long, hard road. Your lovers have been draining you. It is not just your imagination. But you are coming into some real good for you, for your community, for your family that you're going to create here. This won't be bad forever. I guess I could quote a song and saying it won't rain all the time here as well. Couple bards, I guess. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. I really hope that this is absolutely 100% going to stay the course, because of course, as we know, everything we do has just that little bit of sway on the future. But hopefully, yeah, this is so good for you. So I really hope it finds who it needs to find when it needs to find it. And if this isn't your reading, hopefully something in this sparked some kind of something for a situation you might be going through. And of course, as always, don't forget, it doesn't matter who you are. I love you. Take care of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next video.